Hello, everyone, and welcome to Spiritual Women Entrepreneurs Awaken Wealthy Goddess. Today, I was really inspired to share with you that place, that fork in the road when we are in the middle of a breakthrough, but it feels like a setback. And that is a very crucial, but also very sensitive. And it feels like the night of the dark soul. It just feels like everything that you've done up until this point is not working or hasn't worked yet. And that is the exact moment when you choose to continue on your path, when you choose to put yourself first. I often hear from my clients, I had this amazing session with you. And then after that, I had this overwhelming either feelings or anxiety, or it was showing up in my body. And really what happened is that we did a significant clearing and activation. We brought the spirit, the soul, energetic balance. And what's lagging behind that is the mental, the emotional, and the physical, because a lot of what's in the emotional body, mental body shows up in the physical. And that could be very, just very disappointing. It could leave you with the feeling of being disillusioned. It could leave you with the feeling of disempowerment, especially when you were noticing your progress, when you were noticing that you were creating, that you were building, that you were expanding, when you were noticing that you were showing up in a bigger way, you were really stepping into your power, and then this happens. So I want to just kind of step back and have you really look at that, whatever that is, and how that shows up in your life as an opportunity. When we choose to contribute to the world, when we choose to make an impact in the world, when we choose to stand in our true expression, full expression, what we're saying is that we are on a continuous up-leveling, meaning that the more we show up, the more we expand, the more we become able, the more we are capable. So we are growing into the next version of ourselves. And we do that constantly, because we are asked when we're working with others to be that space of transformation. That part of us is being called forth to create the space, a safe space for someone else to really step into it and feel into their own possibility. So in that action, we're already expanding, we're already growing, we're up-leveling to the next version of ourselves. And then when we choose to go bigger, or when we're ready for a new level of ourselves, we get to let go of the old, but in a way that is integrating. So we're not really letting go. We're not really rejecting a part of ourselves. What we're really doing is we're embracing that part of ourselves, because it's a part of ourselves that matters, that's all they knew. And when we can look at ourselves with compassion and loving kindness, then it's easier for us to really embrace, to accept, to come into the place of peace, to see ourselves how we were in that moment without judgment. And that's really important for us to really step back and look at that part of ourselves. A lot of the times when we go through these dark nights of the soul, or transformation, or huge upgrades, or ascension, we often reject that part of ourselves, or we blame, or we judge, or we just want to get through it as quickly as possible. I'm going to give this time to myself, but it's not withdrawal. It's I'm taking care of me. So that creates balance in your life, or we are the center of our universe. We are giving to our career, we're giving to our family, we're giving to everybody else that we interact. So we also want to give to ourselves to create that balance. We want to take care of us. Now, this may also show up with your family, where you're feeling, I'm checking out, I'm not doing anything, not very present. So we just want to notice that. We want to notice, are we fully present when we're engaging with our family? Because they deserve the best. They deserve us to be fully present, fully engaged. And again, that's just like turning on the switch, just a choice. I am present. I love, whoever's your loved ones, they matter to me. So I'm giving them all of myself 100%. So that's a choice. Instead of saying, I'm tired, I'm just going to go take a nap, I'm just going to check out. That's also a choice. But the more we make choices that bring balance, that make us feel good about how we're showing up in the world, the more our bandwidth and our capacity expands. Not just our capacity to handle all these things and manage your life, but also our capacity to ascend, our capacity to move through this gap. It creates more ease because we're building that muscle of resilience. We're really building that muscle of resolve, and we're trusting ourselves more. We're stepping into more confidence. We're believing in ourselves more. I can do this. I can handle it. It's easy. We're also changing our perspective about it. We're changing how we relate our emotions connected to it. We're no longer judging. We're no longer feeling overwhelmed. We're no longer feeling frustrated. So again, we want to observe when we're going through these expansion periods, through these ascension periods, when we're stretching into the next level, next version of ourselves, how are we showing up in the world? And are we in balance? And then we want to work through to create that balance. Again, self-care, being present, taking time to rest, having different conversations with our loved ones, maybe just enrolling them in this week. I know we usually have things to do on the weekend, or usually during the week we do this, but this week, this is what I propose. So you're not withdrawing, and it doesn't feel like you're punishing them. It doesn't feel like they're paying the price for you not being fully present. You're just negotiating with them. You're proposing something else. And then you can get their agreement, and they know it's temporary. So again, they're not feeling neglected. They're not feeling rejected or abandoned. They're like, okay, we support you. We support you in whatever you need. And then that, again, increases the communication, the connection, the intimacy. And on our career, maybe we want to look at our schedule. We want to look at, does it feel like work? Does it feel like effort? Does it feel like hard work? Are we not having any fun? And then we want to try and bring more joy and more fun into our career. That may be doing more of what we love. For instance, I love spending time with my clients, whether it's in group or one-on-one. So that for me is invigorating. It's energizing. It's just a flow of energy. So I'm overflowing in energy. And that for me creates balance because, again, I'm in this flow, and then that flow carries over to my family, to whatever I'm involved with. And because I'm in that space of spiritual healing, that space of high vibrational energy, it also expands me. It also upgrades me. So for me, that's very joyful. If I were doing more admin, or if I was spending more time on small tasks, I probably wouldn't have as much fun. But again, my balance is that I delegate those things to others that can quickly finish that task, where it's not going to take up their whole day, and they enjoy it, and they enjoy doing that. So again, balancing out, doing the things that I love, doing the things that bring me a great sense of joy, fulfillment, that invigorate me, that fill me up, that allow me to be in the space where I'm flowing in pure source energy. I meditate in the morning as well. So that gets me started, and actually meditate with my kids. So that gets everybody kind of on the same vibration, and then they go off to their day. So they're already set for the day. So I feel good about that. I feel that's bringing me balance. I feel like I'm giving to them, creating the space for them. So think about, what can I do so that I feel like I'm giving to them and I'm giving to myself? I'm giving to my clients and I'm giving to myself. Maybe you change your schedule that week. Maybe you don't work as much. However you feel it's going to work for you. Bottom line is noticing how you relate to big opportunities, noticing how you relate to that stretch and everything in that gap, noticing how your body responds to it, noticing how the environment around responds to you when you are in that space, and then finding ways again to bring everything into flow and balance. And then when you can do that, it becomes very natural. That stretch, actually, you can be in a constant stretch and it doesn't feel like a stretch. It feels very easy. And an example of that would be, think about something that when it's in front of you, it creates a lot of frustration, overwhelm, anxiety. When you learn to develop this beautiful muscle of resilience and capacity and ability and bandwidth, whenever you're in front of challenging situations, that big, overwhelming, challenging situation becomes very small, very easy to manage, because now you've developed the muscle of overcoming or getting through or taking on through your resilience, through your connection, through feeling grounded. The other part of this is connection with self, connection with source. When you're connected to yourself, you feel very grounded. You feel very certain. You feel calm. You feel confident. And it's not overly chaotic energy. It's actually just very serene, very harmonious, very tranquil. And that allows you to think clearly, to access higher states of wisdom. So more solutions, more downloads, more information, more ideas, more creativity. So you want to also have that for yourself as you move forward and as you're going through your ascension, because that will also support you in shortening that period of that gap. Yeah, if it's usually a couple of days or a couple of weeks or even months for some people, then you may shorten that to 2 weeks, to a couple of days, to 1 week, maybe even a couple hours, because now you're not attaching anything to it. You're not judging it. You're not judging yourself. You observe, you recognize, you acknowledge, and then the perception or the new perspective, the new way of relating is easy. This is the opportunity for me to live the life or to bring forth my greatest vision, because ultimately that's what's happening, right? You're up leveling to create your ideal life, to manifest your vision and your dreams. And these things that come up, these gaps, are what's standing in front of you or between you and your vision and your dreams and manifesting the life that you desire. So these overwhelming things become like little pebbles. They become like, oh, okay, that's something that I've been working through. Oh, that's an old trigger. Oh, I recognize that as an old pattern. Oh, that's a level of fear. But it's recognition, it's awareness. I acknowledge that it's there, and it doesn't take you out. It doesn't become overwhelming. It creates, again, flow and ease and grace. Now, the other part of connection is with source. If you have a practice of meditation, that's wonderful, because you want to have that for yourself. Whatever the God of your understanding is, when you have that connection with source, one, you feel more certain, more confident. You know that when you state something and you move into expectancy, you move into flow, it's already in its way and you see it happening. You see it manifest very quickly. And the other one is just, it brings you lots of joy. Everything that you ever wanted, it's available to you already within you. Oftentimes we seek love, we seek connection, we seek belonging, we seek validation. When you have that connection with source, with universe, with divine, universal intelligence, with oneness, with the universal field, you can access all of that from within you. So you're not looking outside to get it. You come into that place within you, and then you can access that. You can access love and joy and happiness. You feel full. You feel wholeness. You feel completeness. And again, that's a beautiful place to be, because it allows more ease and grace. It allows more flow. It allows faster and easier manifestation. It allows course correcting very easily. It allows quantum leaping. It just happens because you're very aware of who you are and who you are as a divine channel. You realize, you recognize that you're embodying, you're the individuation of Source God Universe, that you're embodying your energy, your light, your divine essence, the goddess within you, and you honor yourself for it. When you have that connection with yourself, you just love being in that place of connection with you. And that is just exponentially creates, that just powerfully manifests, that space, that connection. It really moves you to a new level of certainty, of resolve, of resilience, of confidence, of determination, of commitment, of conviction. It's happening. Like there's no other way. I've decided this. And I decided this because I am. And you just keep moving forward. You feel that push behind you. You feel the support behind you. You feel yourself supported and guided. You feel divine partnership. You feel life is taking care of you. You feel your family is being taken care of. Your loved ones are being taken care of. Your career is thriving. So try that if you don't have that already. And if you do, just spend more time there, expanding that even more. What else is possible for me? What else is possible for me? A powerful place, a beautiful place, a place within you. I hope this helps. Enjoy, and I look forward to talking to you very soon. Lots of love. Namaste. Bye for now.